Namaste Alankita, how are you? That's great. I'm fine, thank you. Right, any question from anyone? What is the difference between your two domains? Nothing, no difference. Okay, this was like out of necessity. It was like I had astrosaxena.com first, but the site developer of that site was like acting smart. Okay, so just to settle him, I have to start another site, astrosaxena.in. That's it. Otherwise, the information is same. So I'm not dependent on any of the site developer now. I have two sites. I can get things done from anywhere. So the whole purpose of the was that only. Namaste. How was the day? Day is going fine, thank you. How is your day? It's fine. I got it. Lawrence G. Lawrence Sullivan. Are you from Philippines? I'm just guessing. Uh, Hello, sir. What are your thoughts on Jupiter and Venus and directly aspecting each other by transit? Are they Jupiter in Taurus? Okay, in transit. It is good for financial matters, Jupiter and Venus. Okay. Uh, Arizona. Great. Thank you. So Jupiter and Venus transit aspecting each other is kind of good for financial matters. Jupiter expands and Venus is like this Venus is finance and wealth. So for financial purposes, like money can expand, plus creativity and all, maybe the relationship prospects also. So it is like very good to have Venus Jupiter mutual aspecting each other. Okay, so that is fine. Plus they both are knowledge oriented planets also, so like person can be like interested in learning new things and all. That can also be one of the goal. Where they can have conflict is like the the materialistic part and like a spiritual part. Okay, now understand it like this: Venus is money, Jupiter is like morality. So when this person earns money, then he will think a lot whether these are moral values under which I am making money or not, or these are immoral values. Okay, he will think a lot about it. Okay, morality, immorality. So that can be like conflict. Otherwise, this is a good combination. third, fourth, fifth, sixth Lord Saturn, Jupiter in seventh house Aries for Libra ascendant. Problem is ego clashes in relationship. Why it is happening? Tell me steps to resolve your or prevent. Just let go of the ego. That's it. Okay. Ego and relationship cannot stay together, as I always say. Okay. If you are having ego conflicts, you have to let go of the ego. That's it. No other way out. Okay. Uh, that is there is no other way out. Like if you want to be in a relationship, you have to let go of the ego. uh, Osho narrates a very nice story. I will try to narrate it. So it is a story where a lover goes to meet his beloved, and that beloved is like inside her home. Lover knocks at the door. The beloved asks from inside, who is there? Okay, now pay attention. She asks, who is there? The lover replies, I am here. I am your lover. Don't you recognize me? I am here. I means ego. Okay, I am here. Ego is here. She says, door cannot open for ego. You have to go back. He goes back, he works upon himself, he lets go of his ego, he comes back. He knocks at the door again. She again asks, who is there? This time the lover replies, only you are there. I am not there. Ego is not there. And the story goes that door opens automatically. Osho says beautifully that the door of love is open for that person who is egoless. The moment you let go of your ego, door of love is always open. Okay. So I always loved this story. So let go of your ego, and then the door of love is always open for all of us. Arizona, great. What is the benefits of meditation in terms of dealing with pain, struggle, and suffering? Awareness. Okay. You become aware that what things are causing you pain, struggle, and suffering, and it is not that pain, struggle, and suffering will be lesser or will go away. Just that you will become aware of the reasons. You may work on reasons then, and you may mitigate your suffering. Or you just become aware that okay, fine, if everything is given by God, even this pain and suffering is also given by the God. Maybe there is some purpose. Maybe there is some purpose for which this suffering is given to me. Maybe God wants to teach me the lesson of patience. Maybe God wants to teach me the lessons of perseverance. Okay, so that is what happens. Right. What are the benefits of having a strong and stable mind? We live in our mind. That is the benefit. We live in our mind, and our mind decides things for us. So, if my mind is stable, I may be going through a rough time. I will keep a stable mind. I will come out of the rough time. If my mind is not stable, I will invite trouble for myself. Okay, that is one. That is the benefit. Thank you. Jupiter Jupiter conjunct Saturn in the first house in one chart, and another Saturn in first house aspected by Jupiter in the seventh house. Both are Virgo ascendant. Are results same or different? Please explain. Largely same, not much difference. Okay. Uh, Only like in the second chart, things are little bit better because Jupiter is far away from the Saturn. Okay, Jupiter is far away from Saturn, so its impact is little lesser. Otherwise, Jupiter Saturn sitting together in the first house Virgo is like Saturn is completely overpowering Jupiter. In the second chart, things are a little bit better, but not much. We can say only 20% better, but not in relationship matter, maybe in work matters. uh, what is the correct way to look at worshful chart. My way, I can say my way. I don't know what is the correct way. My way is like I will suppose you applied for annual report kind of consultation. What is going to happen in next 1 year, or what are the possibilities for next 1 year? So I will do. I will look at the dashas of next 1 year. I will look at the transits of next 1 year, and that will be my like report, that you should be focusing on these areas of life where where you can get better result, and you should be avoiding these areas of life where you may have difficulty. Suppose someone is going through a career oriented dasha and transit for 1 year. For next 1 year, someone is in career oriented dasha or transit. In that career oriented dasha and transit, he is trying to get a relationship. That is not going to work out. This year he should focus on career. Maybe next year, if dasha changes, transits changes, he should focus on the like this aspect of life, relationship. Okay, so that will be like my way of giving the annual report, that which areas of life should be pursued during 1 year, which areas of life should be avoided. What a beautiful story, sir. It is very meaningful. Post such stories in your YouTube community section whenever possible. Thank you. If person has ascendant Lord in Rahu in the ninth house, then he is interested in only getting higher education, but not on setting a proper career for him. Not necessary. He can be like pursuing his knowledge as career. He can be a teacher, guide, counselor. Okay. Then okay. Will Rahu in Libra ascendant give independence or interdependence? Okay, first house of self versus Libra sign of relationship. Okay, Rahu in Libra ascendant. These people cannot live without a relationship. So in a way, it is like like dependence on the relationship. Okay, Rahu, this Rahu in Libra or Rahu in the seventh house. This is very important. It is very important for these people to get into relationship. Rahu in Libra in the first house is like they want relationship for their own satisfaction, because it is in the first house. They want to feel better about themselves to get into relationship. So interdependence, I will not say. Okay, interdependence is like a huge term for me. Okay, uh, but Libra is sign of independence. Libra is the sign of independence. That I agree. Versus Libra sign of relationship. So Rahu in first house Libra shows the person who is desiring relationship to satisfy himself. He is not desiring relationship because he is devoted towards partner or nothing like that, because Ketu is there in the seventh house. But if it is opposite situation, Ketu is in there in the first house and then Rahu is there in seventh house Aries, then it will be like little bit better situation, that person can be devoted towards their partner. uh, Many people who sacrifice their life or interest for someone or some ideology. So sacrifice is a feminine trait or masculine trait? When you are sacrificing, I don't like this word sacrificing. Okay, this is like a negative word. If I am doing something out of my own happiness, then it is not sacrifice at all. Okay, so in that scenario it is feminine. Okay, if I am doing only for my own happiness, I want to do something for my friend or anyone. Okay, I did it for my own happiness, I did it. So then that is it. It is like this feminine trait. But if I am doing and I am expecting something in return, then it is masculine. Moon Rahu in Cancer, ninth house, Ketu Venus Jupiter in the third house Capricorn. Is there cancellation of Jupiter debilitation? Nothing cancels anything in astrology. Okay, understand one basic thing. Everything gets added up. Okay, there is no cancellation. There is nothing like cancellation of debilitation. Jupiter debilitation will give its result. The Venus position will also give its result. Moon position will also give its results. Everything adds up in the astrology. Nothing cancels anything. Which planet's mutual aspect can teach someone patience regarding their actions or aggression? Saturn. Because Saturn delays everything. So Saturn is the biggest teacher of patience. Guru Rahu and Guru Ketu combo, which is most hazardous? I will only say like what is the difference between the two. That Jupiter Rahu is like extrovert. Okay, Jupiter Rahu Guru Chandal Yoga is extrovert. They are presenting their views right in front of the society. They are telling people that okay, I am someone who is unconventional. Jupiter Ketu may have the same views, but he will keep it internal. He will not show in front of the world. Okay, so that is the main difference. Now it's your wish which one you want to take positive, which one you want to take negative. Okay. If Saturn is Dharakarka, Mars is seventh lord, whose energy will be more prominent in one's partner? Both, but the results, final results will be Saturnine. The person will have sense of frustration in the relationship. Okay. Can predict by using date of birth? No, I cannot. Kemraj sir. Uh, if someone has 6 planets out of 9 in Upachya houses, okay, and he's Sagittarius ascendant, Jupiter is also in the 10th house, does he get late success or early success in Jupiter Mahadasha? If Jupiter Mahadasha is coming early in life, then obviously late success. Anyway, 6 planets in Upachya house means late success. Okay. Uh, uh, let's say this person is going through a dasha of like a very good dignity planets, which is also placed in like non-Upachya house, okay, or non-Dushtana house, then there is a possibility of person getting early success. Okay. Oh, Shrees. Venus Saturn conjunction in D9 chart meaning Venus and Saturn in the 8th house in Pisces, Leo rising in D9, Venus in Uttar Bhadra Nakshatra, and Saturn in Revati as well. First of all, I don't consider D9 for relationship related matters. So, if you are asking for relationship purposes, this question doesn't even matter to me. I consider D9 for right life path related matters. All I can say from this much information that whenever this person goes through Venus Dasha, Saturn Dasha, or Jupiter Dasha, or even Mercury Dasha, this person may have major changes in their life path. Insights on a male native chart: Moon Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter Ketu in Aries, for Taurus ascendant, Venus in Pisces. Can be adamant by nature. Moon Mars are together, can be having unconventional views as we just discussed, and Venus in Pisces means devote himself for the service of the other people. I meant there is there a niche bhanga in the chart, Jupiter in Capricorn with there is a niche bhang Raj Yoga. All I am saying that it is only in the theory purpose. Okay, for writing purpose it is there. In actuality, there is nothing like niche bhang Raj Yoga. In actuality, nothing is getting cancelled. Okay. Mm, And generally, if someone has 6 or 7 planets in Upacha house, then what are its impact on individual personal life? Obvious difficulties like Upacha house grow with time. Okay, so initial life will be of struggle. Like I have 5 planets in Upacha houses, like Sun, Mars, Mercury. They are in the third house. Saturn, Rahu. They are in the 10th house. So 5 planets are in Upacha house. So I got my first job at 31 years of age. Okay, that gives the indication. Okay, so like the career success, or even in personal life success, the benefits, I would won't say success, benefits of personal life or career life will be delayed in life. If person has Venus Rahu in the 10th house, his Venus desires will be more after 30s, due to it is Upacha house. No, desires will be there, he will not have the manifestation of those desires. Okay. Desires will be before also. Sir, how to contact you regarding consultation and what is your fees? Fees depends on the nature of the consultation you are looking for. Whichever consultation you look for, it is different for every consultation. My email address is given on the website. You can email me your birth details and your questions, then we can go ahead. Statistically significant. Okay, great. How would the third aspect of Saturn on Moon be different than the 10th aspect on Moon? Third aspect of Saturn on Moon shows the person needs to put an effort. Okay, like let's take the example of Moon as the planet of mother. Okay, uh, Karthik, this is a final thing for you. She is asking question to me. She is not asking question to you. Okay, if you again ask, better you ask, start your channel. Okay, you start your channel and you start helping people there. If you again do this, I have to like block it. I have to block you. Okay, it is getting enough. uh, how would the third aspect of Saturn on Moon be different than the 10th aspect of Moon? Moon, let's take the as a planet of mother. Okay, and Saturn is like Saturn's third aspect is of like efforts. This person may have to put an extra effort in his relationship with mother. Okay, Saturn's 10th aspect is of the duty and responsibility because it has the energy of 10th house of duty and responsibility. So Saturn's 10th aspect on the moon shows that person feels responsible towards their mother. Okay, I have certain responsibilities towards the mother. I need to like fulfill those responsibilities. So in the first example, Saturn's third aspect on moon shows that person is going person is may have to put an extra effort towards the mother, relationship with the mother. In the second example, person feels a responsibility factor. If someone has Venus in 11th house for Sagittarius ascendant, then will he be good in things like painting, music, creative parts of life? Yeah, should be. Venus is in Libra, it should be. Can you please explain Maran Karaka Sthan planets? What is its impact? There is a separate article I have written. It is detailed article. I cannot tell all the information here in this session. Just check on website Maran Karaka and you will get it. I also have Moon Neptune conjunction in D9, Leo rising D9 in the 11th house in Gemini. Moon in Ardra and Neptune in Mrakshira. Again, I will say that for me, D9 is the chart of right life path. Okay, Moon in D9 shows where your mind functions well in while following your right life path. Moon in Ardhara shows that you should be helping people, serving people through entrepreneurship business, and resolving their obstacles or helping their obstacles in life. But as I always say, we cannot directly jump into the D9 chart. You have to first look into D1 chart, then come into D9 chart, D10 chart. Also, D9 is not a relationship oriented chart for me. It is the chart of right life path. Saturn's third aspect on Moon indicates efforts in controlling mind emotions. 10th aspect indicates responsibility towards emotional dealing. Great. What combinations are there behind not being able to keep a job, constantly changing job? Because the person is supposed to do his business oriented houses will be strong, or he may be going through business oriented dasha. That's it. Is Bhrigu Bindu important? Like someone has Bhrigu Bindu falling in fifth house for Sagittarius ascendant. Fifth lord is in the fifth house itself, but has a malefic aspect. What should be the life path? Bhrigu Bindu is like your destiny point, where you have to deal with that area of life sooner or later. Okay, so like in this type of scenario, sports can be destiny, or like fifth house is also education or children, childbirth, and all these things can be destiny. Okay, person may have to deal with this area of life sooner or later. uh, can you identify lack of responsibility of a person by looking at birth chart? No, we cannot judge a person through his birth chart, because as I said many a times before, in a city like Mumbai or Delhi, 125 children take birth in 1 minute. Okay, so they all are going to have the same chart, not only D1 but also D60. We cannot judge anyone with their with their chart. Please throw some light on Venus in seventh house for Virgo ascendant. There are no aspects on Venus. Dreamy, okay, a very dreamy type of person in relationship matters. They are always like having a utopian dream around their relationship. They need to learn how to be little more practical in their life. I know D9 is not relationship, and you cannot just base it off D9. I was just asking for general meaning. That's it. Great. Uh, if Saturn has third aspect on ascendant Lord, will native have to make effort on himself on finding his life path? Ascendant shows life path. So if Saturn is aspecting with its third aspect on ascendant or ascendant Lord, it shows that like person needs to put an extra effort to find his right life path. In the initial life, they may be like under illusion that what is my right life path and all. How can someone deal with things like sports in later life? They can become a sports coach. That's it. Not necessarily you need to like play sport, and it also depends on the nature of the sport. Like if someone is interested in chess, you can play chess at 80 years of age also, 80, 90, and all. Billiards, okay. There are many sports where like physical activity is not much involved. But as I said, like if a person is willing, they can also get into like sports coaching if they are getting interested in later in life. Right. What aspects of Rahu and Ketu do you consider? Some I consider 2 and 3 aspect also. No, I consider only like normal fifth and ninth, no other aspects. Is the conjunction of sixth and seventh lord considered a divorce causing yoga? We cannot directly say divorce, we can say conflicts. Okay, just like marriage is a social institution, divorce is also a social phenomenon. It depends on the two individual if they want to file for divorce or not. Okay, that is the thing. Just like we cannot say that these two people will definitely get married, likewise we cannot say these two people will definitely get divorced. So it can be a combination of like this conflicts in relationship. Sixth lord in the seventh house, seventh lord in the sixth house. In D1, if native is Aries Lagna and has seventh house Lord in eighth house, Venus in Scorpio, Jyeshtha, and eighth Lord in the seventh house, Ketu in Ketu Vishakha, then this give wealth in relationship possibility. I don't know. It looks like a difficult combination. Okay. uh, with Venus seventh lord sitting in the eighth house, it shows like lots of instabilities in relationship, and then Ketu sitting in the seventh house means possible sense of separation in the relationship. It looks like a very difficult combination. What if Saturn is in the first house Libra, ascendant in D9, seventh lord of D9? D9 has nothing to do with marriage. D9 has nothing to do with divorces also. As I said, marriage is more a social institution. Divorce is also a social phenomena. It depends on the society. All right. What are the results of Mars Venus mutual aspect from 5-1, 5-11 house, respectively, for Sagittarius ascendant? It can be a good aspect because they both are in good dignity. So, like a passionate lover kind of thing in relationship matters. A person can be very creative also. They can pursue their creativity and all, and can be very protective towards their children. Does a debilitated moon cause problems with relating to mother and woman in general? It can. So, in the case of that Bhrigu Bindu question, can the person play sports in his teens or 20s? Right, he can. Is it true that Ketu in the fourth house makes a person very reclusive or unsocial? Yes, Ketu in the fourth house. If that Ketu is in the Sagittarius, then also. That's interesting. You said separation because of Ketu in the seventh house, and since I don't see myself staying with one person for the rest of my life, that's okay. I also don't want to marry at all. That's great. Uh, so, what is the result of Darakaraka Mercury with Rahu in Virgo in 11th house? Uh, Partner can be like very perfectionist kind of, can be like from foreign ethnicity and all, foreign culture. That is also a possibility, and lots of expectation, desires, and all, which can spoil the show. Okay. Yeah, answer. For Libra, ascendant 11th house is Badhak. If there is Sun, Mercury, Venus is there, what can be said about it? Everything is in addition, so the person will get the results of Badhakesh also. That he may feel that in manifesting the desires of 11th house, he is facing lots of obstacles. But as Sun is in own sign, the person will be able to like overpower those obstacles and attain the result. Okay, that is the end result. uh, and obstacles can also come in matters of Mercury and Venus in the chart, maybe in relationship, maybe in business, these kind of things, maybe in communication. Okay. Okay, lots of questions. Yeah, this is what. So yeah, Badakesh will give the obstacles also, but as it is in own sign, person will be able to overpower those obstacles and get the better result. How should a person exhaust tamasic energy? By going through it. There is no other way. Uh, like, can he try things like smoking or drinking or for just the sake of trying, or he should choose another way? Awareness. Just remain aware, conscious while you are trying any of tamasic activities. Okay. If you are aware, the moment you become aware of the tamasic activities, it turns into like rasic or sattvic. That's it. Awareness is the key. In every activity, awareness is the key. Consciously, you cannot do anything wrong. Consciously, I cannot even shout at anyone. I cannot yell at anyone. Consciously. So, tamasic activities cannot be done consciously. How does Sun perform in Capricorn for Virgo ascendant? It is in enemy sign, so issues with the authority figures and all, and that can be there. Sun in Capricorn. Fifth house issues are ego conflicts with the relationship partner or children can also be there. That is also a possibility. So these type of things. Person should be very organized in his career. Uh, आई एम नॉट लुकिंग एट पीपल्स चार्ट, अभी चार्ट वगैरह नहीं देख रहा हूँ मैं आपका और किसी का भी. ओके, आपका कोई कॉन्सेप्चुअल क्वेश्चन हो आप पूछ सकते हो. On one hand, astrologers say Rahu and Ketu are not planets but calculating points. Then how are they so significant in Vedic astrology? Because they give the result. At the end of the day, you have to see what gives the result. Forget about Rahu and Ketu, asteroids also giving the result. What is the combination that some females will get married to astrologer? Is that present in your wife's chart? I don't have a wife. Don't worry. Okay, so just chill. I don't know much about this type of scenario. Sun is debilitated in 9,000 D10. D10 chart. Will it be impossible to get a central government bank job like RBI? Look into D1 first, then come into D9 and then D10. Don't jump directly into D9 or D10. Okay. One planetary placement doesn't decide anything. Does retrograde Mercury in the sixth house so far of for Virgo ascendant cause speech related issues? It can. Any combination between Mercury and Saturn can cause speech related issues. Welcome, sir. I realized I have Rahu Saturn conjunction in my D10 chart. Saturn and Rahu in Sagittarius. In fourth house, Saturn in Mula and Rahu in Purvashada. Oh no, does this mean heavy delay? And this only means work for yourself. Don't work under others because Ketu falls into 10th house. Then this. Can awareness and meditation be helpful for getting out of from addiction of things like inappropriate desire, like sexual desires? Inappropriate sexual desires are inappropriate. Okay, fine, thank you. This is the basic desire on which this whole existence, this 8 billion people are roaming around in this world. and this is inappropriate. Good. But awareness is helpful in everything. Okay, if you think that it is inappropriate desire, I don't think so. I don't have any such view that sexual desires are inappropriate. If it was inappropriate, then why God did gave it at first place? Then God looks like most inappropriate person in the world or the entity in the world. I have personally observed that people with too many adopted dogs were not able to have children. God and dogs and child are for Ketu. Still, why those homes are barren? Uh, it can work like a substitute. I will say in a reverse order that when they don't have children, they adopt dog, and maybe that is the case. Okay. Uh, but we cannot make a generic rule here for everyone. Okay. So so it is like I don't. I won't make a generic rule because I have seen people with dogs in their home and they have children also. Okay, and I have seen people where there are no dogs and no children also. So there is nothing generic. It depends on the individual charts, and that's what I mean to say. What if first lord and seventh lord conjunction give a result? What if it is conjunct in the eighth house? Life path and relationship is going into uh, major changes. Or person and his partner are facing like major changes in life. It depends on the what is the first lord, what is the seventh lord. With the change of planets, lot of change things will change because in eighth house, some planets will gain the dignity, some planets will lose the dignity. स्थान परिवर्तन of Venus and Jupiter in Virgo ascendant, Jupiter in Taurus and Venus in Pisces. What are your explanations? I would love to hear from you. I just said like Venus in Pisces, like dreamy person. Jupiter in Taurus is like a person wants to get in love, romance, love marriage kind of thing, but person can be choosing their partner due to like utopian dreams and not very practical. So that is what they have to be like they have to like learn little bit of practicality in life. uh, Sun in 10th house in Cancer in the D1 and 12th house Capricorn in D9. Is Sun weak? No, Sun is strong. Sun is in Cancer in D1 and D9 position is coming from D1 only. Sexual desires are very appropriate. It's an issue if you have addiction to sex though. Addiction for anything is inappropriate. Okay. Even if I get addicted to YouTube and if I like spend most of my time on YouTube, that is also inappropriate. uh, why not inappropriate? It is destroyed life of many people. I don't think so. Okay, people normally talk about kundalini energy and people are very much fascinated about kundalini activation. Do you know which energy rises in kundalini? It is the same sexual energy which rises through kundalini, and the same sexual energy reaches your top of the crown chakra sahasrara and it opens up and person becomes enlightened. So energy in itself is neither good or bad. Person utilizes it in a good way or bad way. Okay, just like the other person said, addiction to it is wrong. Addiction to sex is wrong, just like addiction to anything is wrong. If I get addicted to watching TV or watching Netflix and all, that is also wrong. Okay, so it is not that sexual energy is wrong, its misuse is wrong. Like Osho puts it like this, Sex in itself is not wrong. Becoming sexual is wrong. When you become sexual, when sexuality reaches here in mind, I give you an example. What is what he says, or what I understood is like, place of sex is in groin area. It should remain there. The moment it reaches here, the head area, then it is wrong. When your whole mentality becomes sexual, okay. When you start creating adult jokes, just like reflect back. What is the use of any adult joke? What is the use of any adult joke? A person who is creating an adult joke is a person who is sick, who is mentally sick. He is trying to help have sexual pleasure through a joke. His mind has become sexual. So energy in itself is not wrong, because the person has suppressed the energy so much that it has reached up to his head. Okay. Mm, okay. What is the result of three Kendra lords in Kendra? Four houses. They say that Kendra Lord in Kendra is Raj Yoga, so it should be Raj Yoga. Rahu in the ninth in Lagna and 10th in Chalit Mahadasha result. I consider like a Lagna chart. I don't have planetary placement here, means I don't know where Rahu is placed in which sign, which nakshatra, so I cannot help you. But you can go in playlist section and you can watch the Mahadasha video of Rahu. That will help you more. How to predict parents' death from astrology. I have made specific articles on Maraka Dasha. You can go there and like on the website and check those articles, Maraka Dasha articles. That is going to help you further. Okay. Um, in this forum, like many people are not very much receptive about talking to about death. They get fearful, they get afraid, scared. So let's not talk about it here. But if you wish, you can go on website. There are specific articles only on Marakadasha. Fifth house lord in eighth house, good for speculation, right? It depends on the planet. Like suppose it is like a Virgo ascendant chart, then fifth lord becomes Saturn and it goes into eighth house Aries, that is debilitation. Then it is not good. Then person needs to like work hard over it. Okay, like over a long period of if they are investing, they should invest for years altogether. Then they will get some result benefits. So it depends on the planet. Aries Lagna, Sun in 8th house, Scorpio in Anuradha Nakshatra, also Leo in 5th house in Pura Falguni. I have this fifth and Leo is this is like good placement for like speculation and all, and person can get better result. Kindly reply. What is the question? Babbarji, Mohit Babbarji, I didn't get your question. What I should reply? Saturn and Jupiter conjunct in ninth house for Virgo ascendant. Uh, would love to hear from you. It is like higher education can be difficult. A person may have to like work really hard for his higher education related matters. Then if that same energy can be converted into creative pursuit like sports and music, it can create a great sports person and artist, right? So energy in itself is not wrong. Utilization of energy is wrong. Nuclear energy is not wrong. Making a nuclear bomb out of it is wrong. Nuclear energy can also give you electricity. Scorpio ascendant, Venus Mars in 8th house, uh, depositor Mercury with Rahu. How will be married life? How will be the partner of the native? Astrology and marriage has no connection with each other. Thank you. Rashi Parivartan Between first Lord Moon and the seventh Lord Saturn, like Indira Gandhi's chart, what is your opinion? A stressful marriage, stressful relationship, and like a very strict person. Uh, from when exactly does Venus Mahadasha starts giving its result? From last Antardasha of Mercury Mahadasha, Sandhi period. Rahu Moon in the 10th house for Virgo Ascendant, would love to hear. Go into business, Rahu in Gemini. Can you find if someone is possibly gay or lesbian, LGBT in general through chart? No, the person has to share. We cannot know through the chart because I am LGBT myself. Uh, that is fine, but we cannot know from the chart. Is nakshatra of Venus important to and decide quality of relationships and type of wife, okay, and the diseases Venus can give. Venus in Ardra, it can show some of the traits of your partner. Venus nakshatra. I'm Gemini ascendant with Capricorn moon and Ketu conjunction in eighth house. Sun, Mercury, Mars, Venus in the sixth house, Jupiter, Saturn in the seventh house. Will I ever get over my deep depression? Get into meditation, no issues. Meditation and other spiritual pursuits can help you. As you said, exalted Venus for Virgo ascendant would make a person very dreamy. Then, should a person empower Venus by wearing stones? I said, person should become aware and be more practical. The person needs to learn practicality. He is not going to learn practicality by wearing stones. Why Saturn Ketu conjunction suffers in profession? Because none of them is a provider. Ketu is separation and Saturn is limitation. Does Jupiter represent husband, Venus represent wife? I heard astrologers say this. Would you agree with it? Venus represents relationship for everyone. Okay, for wife, for girl or boy. Venus represents how you handle your relationship. Okay, Jupiter represents like formal relationship. Formal means when you commit to someone, when you are serious about it. Okay. Mercury in sixth house for Virgo ascendant aspected by Mars from Scorpio. Rahu and Saturn also aspect Mercury. This is like difficult Mercury when so many malefics are aspecting Mercury. Person may have like Mercury related health issues, skin, speech, and nervous system related health issues. Okay. Okay. I'm not into remedies. I'm not into gemstones, so I don't know what he should be wearing. If Jupiter represents formal relationship, as in you are serious, can this also be a planet seen for marriage matters then? I don't use the word marriage. I use the word committed relationship. Marriage remains a social institution. 7 out of 9 planets are in the 6th-12th axis. Impact of this person should go into healthcare or legal side of career, either lawyer or doctor. Uh, does Jupiter in second house not good for money or savings? No, it is good. It is good. Person should be wise enough to save the money. He should try to be wise enough. Which planetary position show a good manager in corporate? Which planetary position show a good manager in corporate? Mercury. Mercury in the 10th house or Mercury in the 6th house. Mercury is like manager. Mercury in good dignity in 10th house. If a person with Pisces Venus becomes practical, won't he go against his natural grain provided by the chart? We are supposed to evolve through the chart. Okay, the chart we get. Okay, understand it like this. Suppose I got a chart where like Saturn is in Leo, like in my case. Okay, Rahu Saturn in Leo. What it shows, I will have issues with authority figures. That means I need to become my own authority. But I don't become my own authority. I continue to have issues with authority figures throughout my life, and I die like that only, having issues with authority figure. Then what did I learn in this life? We are supposed to learn, we are supposed to evolve. A Venus in Pisces person is supposed to evolve, that he should not be like a dreaming person. Okay, that's why the opposite sign is Virgo right in front of him. Pisces person needs to learn from Virgo, Virgo person needs to learn from Pisces. It is that type of thing. I'm not looking at charts, really struggling for profession since 20 years. Try business. If something is repeating itself for 20 years, maybe the business is the way. Jyeshta nakshatras are good for manager positions, I think. Right, it can be. If Mercury is in the 10th house for Sagittarius ascendant, aspected by Saturn, does it still show a good manager? With time. Okay. Uh, then Right. Saturn, Rahu, Venus in Capricorn, 6th house, Mars is in 8th house. Is health and longevity affected? I don't know the dignity of these planets. Capricorn means Mars is in Pisces. Longevity should not be. It depends on the where the Jupiter is placed. Can Dasha result be changed using your own free will? I'm of the view that everything is divine will. Nothing, there is nothing like free will. What we understand as free will is also divine will. Okay. Whatever you change as a dasha result, that is also in destiny. That's why you are changing it. Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus in 7th house for Cancer ascendant. Lots of expectation from the partner and lots of frustration due to those expectations. Right. What is the time? 1 hour. In your views, what is the true definition of a brave person? One who comes out of his comfort zone. One who has the guts to destroy his comfort zone, or in any field, in any area of life. One who lives in comfort zone is not going to improve or evolve. Okay. What is the effect of Venus in 7th house in Aries in D9 chart? Life path is going towards the business, service of other people and masses, because Venus rules the first house here. We cannot say like the person should show such type of activities. Okay, person should show in the actual life. Okay, we can say okay, Mars exalted, but there are many Mars exalted people who are suffering in their job setup, and they have no guts or courage to come out of their job setup and start their business. So it depends on the person, individual, or as I always say, it depends on the gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas. Venus, Jupiter in 4th house in D9. First look at D1 chart, then D9, and then D10. Don't jump into D9 chart. Is third house related to bravery more than Mars? Third house is courage. Third house is like your self will, and Mars is Karaka of third house. So they both represent bravery. They both represent courage, audaciousness. Someone is in comfort zone for 3 4 years of life. So is it also written in his destiny? Right. Eventually. Read my articles on fate and free will, especially the last article. Okay. So it is tricky kind of situation that everything is destiny, but only that person can say that, one who has reached the destiny point, one who is enlightened. Okay, he can say that everything is destiny. People like you and I, we cannot say that everything is destiny, because we are not living in consciousness mode. We are not living in enlightened state. Someone is in right. Jupiter in fourth house in Lagna chart for Cancer ascendant. Jupiter is in Libra, so big house maybe. Okay. Plus, person can be very good with like real estate matters. He can be interested in real estate and all. He can, like, mother can be like a guru to them. That is also one of the result of Jupiter in fourth house Libra. Person can gain a lot from business setup. Person can be a very good counselor, relationship counselor. Okay. Do seventh and the eighth play a role in foreign settlement? They can, because eighth house represents major changes. Going to foreign land can be a major change. Seventh house is directly opposite to first house. First house is place of birth. So seventh house represents places opposite to your place of birth. Okay. Ketu in the sixth house for Cancer ascendant. Person can have unusual illnesses. Person should also always take like second opinion in case of confusion. Alternate medication can be more helpful, especially homeopathic. If Mars and Rahu both aspect 11th house, no planet here. Aspect 11th house. Does it affect relationship with elder sibling? 11th house. It can impact because their aspect is there, malefic aspect is there. It also depends on 11th lord position. Jupiter third lord, third and sixth lord, with Rahu same degree in D1 in ninth house. Uh, okay, and both are together in every division chart. It is Guru Chandal Yoga, right? Person can be unconventional about his belief system and all. Person can be very learned also, but very unconventional. May not be able to like follow organized religion and all. What are the combination to get a spouse from other state? I don't know. Marriage and astrology has no connection with each other. Can one say that from chart whether a person is kind? No, we cannot judge anyone through their chart. Sixth Lord in the fourth house. Conflicts are coming to home. Illnesses are coming to mother. Uh, Loans are coming to home. Mortgages and all. So that is what it shows. Guru Chandal Yoga used to be seen as bad, but in modern times it is positive yoga, right? Right. I see it positive. We need rebellious people in life or in world.
How does Mahadasha Lord give result? What does it depend on?
Go on playlist section. There are Mahadasha videos for every planet. That will help you. Eighth lord in the third house with fifth lord. Person may like to do a business and speak like communicate about secret matters. Okay. So thank you for joining. Let's close for the day. Let's meet next week. Okay. Due to Guru Chandal Yoga gives difficulty with gurus. If the guru is very ordinary type of, then uh, does Rahu co-rule Aquarius? Then what are its results for a Virgo ascendant? Co-rule Aquarius in the 10th house. Same Rahu in Gemini. Get into your own business. Goodbye, sir. Have a great day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all.